Magnora, get you one!
Don't let the magic spook you.
Okay.
Elbows.
What?
Elbows up. No, it's too high. That's too high.
I'm trying to focus here.
Oh, yeah. Focus on the can. Focus.
Harley! Ah, forget it!
It worked! The can is huge! And the bed is huge! And you're... Oh no.
Yes, good stuff there, courtesy of Chris Pratt and Tom Holland, who are the voices behind Pixar's latest Onward. This is a fantasy movie with a suburban setting. Imagine a world where there's orcs and trolls and sprites and wizards and magic spells and things like that, but technology has taken over, so all the residents of this world have basically forgotten all the magic because of all the conventional and convenient devices available now. It makes for a very interesting backdrop, and there's some great visual gags in this movie that will have you laughing throughout. Now, the story centers around two teenage elf brothers, voiced by Holland and Chris Pratt, who embark on a quest to try to bring back their deceased dad for 24 hours. Things go awry when they're making the magic spell, when they're conjuring it up, so they're only left with the bottom half of their father. That's why you see those little legs in the movie, and it makes for some great Weekend at Bernie's type gags and things like that. Part of this movie towards the end also, there was a great sequence that reminded me of Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. Not in a derivative sense, but it really was a nice nod to it, I thought. Here's the deal. I mean, right away, it will surprise no one. The visuals are absolutely dazzling. I thought the world they built in this film had a lot of rich texture to it. It was very tactile. It was like you could reach out and touch it. Very funny throughout. I thought there were some great gags for the kids in terms of like slapstick humor, but also some really inventive stuff, some clever jokes for the adults as well. The story is always an adventure. It's sort of like a fantasy mixed with a road trip. And then Pixar, they know how to tug at the heartstrings. They know how to tick those emotional boxes. This is a very powerful movie towards the end. I took my daughter, who's 5, and she was riveted by some of the stuff in this movie. And at the end, we had a really frank discussion about losing loved ones, about what it's like to care for someone in hospice. So once again, Pixar leaves you with a gem that will have plenty to think and talk about with your loved ones. Love this movie as well. I'm going 4 to 5 for Onward. All right, not sure if there's going to be some crowds at the box office this weekend, but if there's something on the radar at home, a couple of things on Netflix for you right now. Mark Wahlberg in Spencer Confidential. This is a revenge thriller where he plays an ex-cop, and another familiar face there, Post Malone. He's putting his tattoos to good use as a prison inmate. So Wahlberg is framed, tossed in jail. When he's released, he's bent on revenge after the murder of his former colleagues. Also, Ugly Delicious, back for season 2. I love this show, the critically acclaimed original documentary series from chef David Chang, and the special guests this season include Aziz Ansari and Padma Lakshmi. There you go, something at the box office or at home for your viewing pleasures. Coming